go. So you can get
Tiger
out
Johnson, still undefeated. How would you grade your performance?
I give myself a B, probably a B minus. It was I give myself a B, because there was a lot of things we worked on that I executed. You know what I'm saying? The dude was strong. He was a big puncher, so I made sure I stayed home. Kept my hands up, stayed on my P's and Q's. I didn't really get a chance to really go to his body like I wanted to, but I feel like I boxed smart. My jab was working. Was keeping him off balance. If he was paying attention, it was times where like I stopped him mid like he was coming in. He a big wide puncher, so it was times where he was trying to load up, and I just, you feel me? So
yeah,
I was, my jab was working. I was boxing good. I won on the ropes. Man, we got the job done. It was my first 10-rounder, and I felt amazing.
You brought up the good point about you did stop him with the shotgun jabs as he was swinging wide. You did land, however, better counters as he was coming in with your straight right hand and pulling out from that point. Was that something you just saw and that you knew to see he was kind of awkward?
So it was a little. It was
kind of
give
and take.
He was a little awkward. There was times where like, it was hard for me to really catch my range. Like it was challenging for me to really catch my range and my timing because he just wanted to land the big shots, try to catch me coming in. You know what I mean? Or he'll come in and try to land the big shot. Like if you pay attention when I was on the move, all he was throwing was the right hand, but I was catching it. But he was tough. You know what I'm saying? We came up together. We won JOs together and shit. So he always been a tough fighter like that and a big puncher. You know what I mean? And he was always bigger than me growing up.
He seemed not to like your power between this fight and then you knocked out Kendo Castanero in your last fight, who's a rugged guy. Do people sleep on your power? I mean, you don't have a ton of knockouts, but it seems like
I heard him like 3 times.
Yeah, you heard him. He didn't want to exchange with you.
I heard him like 3 times. So I mean, there you have it. He was just a tough dude. You know what I mean?
So what were you guys saying to each other in the ring? Like I heard you guys going back and forth. I saw y'all was chatting.
I said he was a pussy. You feel me? I seen what he was doing though, because he was being sneaky. He was throwing elbows. Like a lot of his shots was coming like this. You know what I'm saying? When I was getting close to him, that's why it was kind of hard for me to really step to him sometimes or find my distance and range, because the end of his punches was coming like this. You know what I mean? He hit me with his elbow right here, real hard. You know what I'm saying? I'm really happy he ain't cut me with that shit. But,
So question, so he dropped Brian Norman, but he didn't drop you and you made it look like pretty kind of easy. What does that say about you? And Brian Norman's a world champion. What does
I'm a
that say
hell of
about
a
you?
fighter. That's what that's saying. You feel me? I'm a hell of a boxer, man.
What can we expect next? Like who can we expect next?
You got Landolfo Delgado on the top rank side, be easy to make, and then you got Tio as a world champion.
Delgado at 47 now?
Well, I mean, you guys know better than I do. It's Tio.
No, he's at 40.
He's at 40, but he's going up to
47.
47.
So you're more like Brian Norman, Rohan Blanco.
Since y'all now got a common opponent.
Give me all the big names, man.
That's so you got Polanco. He's trying to come up.
Give me all the big names. Polanco, Brian, whoever.
Polanco's touted as this big Dominican puncher, as somebody coming in. So do you think, since somebody will be sitting in front of you more to try to punch heavy, where like you said you gave yourself a great B for this performance, do you think your combinations and everything can flow easier from this point?
For sure.
With somebody like that.
Yeah, for sure. You know what I mean? Like I said, I think I just fought a month ago, or a month and a half ago. I just fought. So, you take me a nice break, do some recovery, man, rest. You feel me? And just we be back in the line, man. I'm staying sharp, staying in shape.
You're getting close now. You're getting close to that world title. How far off do you think you are from fighting for a world title?
I'm right there, man. You're gonna be ready. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, like, if you look at my resume, man, nobody has fought the type of opponents that I've been fighting from day one. From my debut all the way up to now.
We were talking about that on press row. They moved you along pretty quickly. You started fighting.
If you do your research, man, I've been fighting some tough motherfuckers, man. You know what I mean? And I've been ready for every single last one of them. And I'm here, man.
All right. Appreciate your time, champ.
Appreciate it.